Hey there folks, welcome back to the Green Blog. Today is the 28th of September and I have just got back from the dentist, which for the first time ever I've had a scale and polish. I don't know if it's called the same thing outside of the UK, but it's just a thorough teeth cleaning. Like, they get this pick out to get rid of all the tartar that's built up. They get the floss out, get in between all your teeth. They get a drill out, which I found a bit weird. I thought, I'm having a cleaner and I won't need a drill. Because that's what I hate the most about the dentist, the sound of the drill and the thought of it. But it wasn't too bad. It didn't hurt at all. So I'm quite happy about that. I mean, there was one moment where she used the pick thing and did it in the top right. And that's been playing up today, my gum up there. And it did hurt a little bit then. But other than that, it was good. Oh, the drill. Do you know what made it better? It was like, the taste of it was like a minty flavour, like you'd expect from a dentist and all that. But at the same time, it was, I don't know, it was a certain type of mint. It wasn't like spearmint. It wasn't like one of the traditional mints you'd have in sweets, like Cherba sweets or whatever. It was just a weird flavour and it was stunning. I loved it. But before it all started, she was like, "Now, you might bleed a bit." Yeah, I did. It was, you get a chance to rinse out at the end. So it was like, take it out, spit it out, blood everywhere. You might bleed a bit. Yeah, thanks. But other than that, it was actually quite good. I've never had a scale and polish before, so I don't know where the polish aspect comes from. I guess your teeth just feel so clean afterwards, as if they feel like they've been polished or something. But I guess she did spray something on them. That's true. Yeah. The thing is, I added because it comes with the price of the NHS, where it's £14 for a checkup, and apparently something I didn't know, which is why it's the first time I've ever had it done. That price comes in with the scale and polish, so it's £14 for the checkup and scale and polish. So why wouldn't you go for it? But she said to me at the end of it, what'd she say exactly? She said, I hope not to see you again for another 27 years, you know, my age. She was joking, I assume. She was, so I don't think it's meant to be like something you do every time you have a routine checkup. I think it's meant to be just if you need it. And I didn't really need it, I just asked for it when he said it was free. And I was having a problem with my gum when I went for the checkup. He said, "You can have a scale and polish." And I said, "Oh, go on then." Go on then if it's free. Yeah. It is a bit uncomfortable, but I do recommend people go for it. Like, it's not like you have enough filling, there's no pain to it. There's a bit of uncomfortableness where they have to really put a pick in really hard and rake it out, any tartar and stuff. So it is a bit uncomfortable with the pushing and stuff, but there's no pain to it, not really. There's nothing to worry about. Like, I was a bit nervous because I'd never had it done before, but it's nothing to really worry about. Yeah, it was quite fun. It was something different, you know. Fun. But yeah, that was it. It was good. And she was showing me at the end, she asked me to hold a mirror, one of those portable mirror, circle ones, and aim it at my mouth, and she would show me how to floss. So she got floss and started doing it and explaining how to do it properly, because I've never flossed in my life, and I admitted to that when she asked me. So yeah, it was an experience, you know, something that I hope not to have to do too often, yeah. Even if it ain't that bad. So now I know how to floss properly, because nobody ever showed me that. My parents were never people who encouraged me to go down the dental hygiene route, where they would say, go and brush your teeth, but there would be nothing about mouthwash, nothing about floss. And because of that, I think my teeth were a bit worse than they could be, although she said they are really good, like 98% really good. Just the flossing will help with a bit of blood, because down the bottom apparently it bleeds a bit when I clean my teeth sometimes. So I'll be flossing a bit more now. I've got some floss here. I actually bought it years ago, but I never ended up using it because it's an uncomfortable experience, I find. Rubbing like wire against your gum, it's not something that is pleasant, so it discouraged me from doing it. I'm making excuses, but that was sort of the big thing that stopped me from flossing a lot. So I'll be doing that a bit more now, and hopefully it sticks as a routine. Yeah, I hope so. So there we go. My teeth are more yellow than I'd like them to be, but even when I brush regularly, they don't sort of whiten, really. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. Anyway, that's about it. That's my little story of the dentist today. It was fine. Nothing to worry about at all, even though I was nervous. Yeah. What else have I been doing? I suppose I've been playing the next Danganronpa after 2. Time-wise before 2, but it came out after 2. It's called Ultra Despair Girls. It's a port of the Vita version. A good port, you know, solid enough. Nothing wrong with it. Is it any good though? It gives you a bit more of an understanding of the Future Foundation, which is the people who are trying to make the city back to normal, and they take in the 6 survivors of the first game of the killing school, you know, that whole thing, and it gives you a lot more depth into Toko, you know, the nut job who turns into Genocide Jack, and it also sort of it gives you a new character as Makoto, his sister, the main character from the first game, his sister, and how she's trying to survive the city incidents, all the despair, you know. So, again, is it any good? If you're a fan of the first 2 games and you haven't got anything else to play in the series, I know the 3rd game's out by now, but, or pretty much, if it's not quite, I'm not really sure myself. But, if you want more out of the series, this is a good place to go to, but it's not actually an incredible game in its own right. It's got good aspects. I like some of the music. It's just the gameplay is very repetitive throughout. You're doing pretty much the same thing over and over and over and over. It's like a first-person shooter in the Resident Evil 4 sense, where it's over the shoulder kind of. You have little puzzle rooms to use your different types of bullets that you've got, like paralyzed bullets, burn bullets, normal bullets, dance bullets to make the enemies dance. Yeah, it's quite funny. I remember that from South Park 64, but there we go. And other than that, it's just a lot of story. It's like a visual novel mixed with a survival horror, mixed with some shooty bits. And that's pretty much what you're getting. I think the dialogue is repeated way too much. I feel like the gameplay is very repetitive. I haven't finished it yet. I'm on chapter 4, and I've been told there are 5 chapters. So I'll be getting back to chapter 4 today and hopefully finishing that off. I recommend it if you like Danganronpa in general. If you don't, then obviously this isn't gonna convince you, and you need to have played the first game at least to understand what's going on in this one. And I would recommend you play the second one before this one as well, just cause. So that's that Ultra Despair Girls, and I've also been playing or watching 358 2 Days of Kingdom Hearts, the PS4 version. Again, the story expands on Organisation 13, but the cutscenes are very repetitive. They just sat up on the clock tower a lot of Twilight Town and just eating salt ice cream a lot. Now just getting towards the end, I'm coming towards the end of the game's cutscenes, and it's getting a bit better. It's sort of explaining a lot, it's getting better cutscenes, it's not as repetitive, but I'm not that fussed on it, and I've heard the gameplay shit as well, so I'd never buy it for DS. But once I finish this, I'll be going on to Kingdom Hearts 2, a better one, you know, one of the good games of the series. So, that's pretty much all I've been doing game-wise. I finished recording Danganronpa 2, so I ain't even playing that. Oh yeah, I'm playing Dragon Quest 7, where now, this town is being attacked by robots, and you have to try and save the town in the past, and try and get rid of all the robots, I guess. I don't know how that's going to turn out, because I haven't I haven't played much of that town yet, of that scenario, because each town's like a different scenario, like individual scenario kind of. But I'm enjoying that game so much. It's really, really good, and I recommend it. But I've gone into that in other vlogs somewhere, so I don't know. Otherwise, oh yeah, you know the new RPG that's coming out, Project Octopath Traveler, which is just like, it ain't the real name of the game that will be coming out, but it's really bloody good. At this point, I've only played the Warriors. What's his name? I can't think of his name. It begins with no. But the Warriors path, and I made it to the end of the main section of that. Side quests and stuff afterwards, but I ain't bothered about that until I play the main game, because I know I'm going to buy it. but it's really good. You can feel the Bravely defaultness of it. It's very dark, very dingy, very charming throughout there, right? And realistic, not this big humorous game, at least from what I've seen from the demo. And that video, I've done a first impressions video and it's gone up on YouTube now, so today, it's same day as this, uploading. So I recommend going to see that. I've actually tried quite hard on that and I think it's turned out quite well. I think it has. There'll be another video going up of Primrose the Dancers. That's her name, isn't it? Primrose. I'll be doing a video of that one as well. Actually, after I finish this and uploaded this, I'll be going off and recording that, so that'll be going up tomorrow probably. Yeah. And I'm loving it. I can't wait for it to come out. I don't know when it's coming out. I haven't actually looked it up, but I think it's going to be good. I really do. So there we go. That's about all I've been doing. I'm actually going to make a shortish vlog. Ooh, they all saw that coming. Okay. Anyways, this has been Greeny XI. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. I'll be back tomorrow with something else. I'm not quite sure what, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. Thanks again for watching, folks. See you again in a bit.